Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's Quan Martin getting in there to break that one up. When you look at this defense, they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Deep to return is Darius Davis.
There goes a 42, making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after a quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone. Now for a touchback.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week they're coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
18 rattle.
Here's Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. They will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really was relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Dancing to his left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Come on.
Now they'll change things up. They go play action. Daniels. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Rick Cougar, 19. 19 Lions. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think
there he goes right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Off the play fake, Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
To the air goes Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The 42-yard line.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it second down and 12.
Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
70. Go street. Bobcat. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Daniels. Now they go screen. It's complete. Dances by him. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Come on, come on. Hey, Buffalo, hey, like you.
Daniel's going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
They'll run here with Moss. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Here we go.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Rolling to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dorrance Armstrong able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Solo left Zion.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Another 3 and out.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Davis now to return it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go, here we go. Dragon 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
It's 2nd down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half.
Jason Sanders.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to a 43.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game, start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this down to the 43.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down and 8.
Seven Pirates. 77 was ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
19, touchdown. 18, Rodgers, 18.
Play action. Daniels. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Commanders are back within a score. A good hold in these rough conditions. The point after is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
And it's third down. Third and 15.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable here for Davis. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And probably it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle, because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get this.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
21. Gay to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if we keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
From the 29, here's second and 3.
Ready.
Again, it's Achane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Achane on first and 10. Yeah, this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on second and 8.
Get set. Hey, 21 TX.
Up the middle, Achane. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 70 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and 4.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Let's go now. 77 Wolf.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Warrior 70. Ready.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Ready. Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt. Get up.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
To kick off for Washington.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Throwing Tua. Gets this to Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Now Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's O'Champ. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This is first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll come up now on second down.
Ready. Ready, team. Out.
Now Tua. Being chased out left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
32 stinger. 32. Double word hard. Hard. Out.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
A 40-yard attempt.
Center's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Commanders 28.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Ready. 19 Tiger. Trap 60. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Bobcat.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Down to an Egos Tua, and that should just about do it. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Dolphins, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.